guys, it's Mo. Welcome to today's video. So last time we had so much fun shopping Leo's stash. Let's do it again. I do have some new goodies that I want to maybe throw in. Do a dedicated, trying new makeup video, but there are some things that I definitely want to try like now. So I think we'll throw in some new goodies in there as well. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Come on. All right, starting with base. I think we're going to use this as primer today, the Glam Glow, the Super Mattify Clarifying Primer thingy. It's pretty good. Let's try that. And for foundation, I want to use my La Mer. And let's use the Sicily Bronzer. And for my setting powder, let's use the By Terry. This one. I'm almost out of it. So good. So we'll use this as setting powder today. I want to apply my foundation today with a brush. So I'm going to go in with Leo Faithful. This is the Marc Jacobs Face 2. Yes, new goodies. So this is new. This is the Tom Ford Concealer. We're going to be using this today. I do have dedicated videos coming up with the new Gucci stuff. This powder is so pretty. Just look at it. Oh my gosh. We'll have the video up for that soon. All right. So you guys have been asking me to do looks with Nude Dip. So let's pull out Nude Dip. Yeah, Nude Dip. Yeah, it's been a while since I used this, so I'm actually glad that you guys wanted to see a video with this. So I'm going to use that By Terry powder for my under eye, but I think for the rest of my face, let's pull out the La Mer. This one. She is a favorite. I've been loving this combo. The Hermes lipstick in this shade. And I mix it with the Gucci Penny Beige. And, ooh, another new product. I've tried this a couple times already and I like it, but let's use it again. I think I need some color correction this evening, guys. So I'm pulling out my Charlotte Tilbury. Can't go wrong with my Gucci mascara. I think I want to use one of these as my blush today. It's the Sun Designer palette from By Terry. Isn't she pretty? And for highlights, let's use this one. Reflex Guilt. She is a longtime favorite. Yeah, let's use this. Now for eyeliner, I want to go in with a brown. This one is from Pat McGrath. Black coffee is so creamy. I need more of these. So let's do this. Hello. Welcome to my face. Oh my gosh, look at these nails. Ew. I'm going to put on my La Mer lip. What is this thing called? The lip volumizer. It's nice to prep the lips. I do go back and forth between this and my Marc Jacobs, which is so good. But this one, I think I like it just a smidge, just a tiny bit more, because it has that lip plumper thing to it, and I have so many lines. It kind of fills in those lines for my lips. I love the Marc Jacobs still. I don't know if you can see. Can you see? Look, I'm almost done. Crazy. I never thought that I would really go and enjoy something as much as I do with this. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, let's get this hair under control. Yes, my skin has been feeling so dry. I know it's stress, so let's just kind of refresh with this. And I don't want to go frizzy because I gave myself a blowout earlier. So, it's like I just gave my skin a drink. Refreshing. It feels so good. Starting off with the Glam Glow Primer. I did do a video on this little guy. Comes with a little spoon. And I do like it. I do see myself reaching for it. And I like wearing it on like no makeup days. It's more of a condition and smooth mattifying. The next one, the next primer that I like to use like alone on no makeup days is the Tatcha, the Silk Canvas. That's another really nice one for your no makeup days. They just kind of smooth the skin over, you know? You just want to look a little smoothed and somewhat put together, you know? But you don't want to wear makeup. So you see, it didn't really dry me. It didn't give me that dry matte look. I just look smoothed. I am now going to color correct because I never come on my channel and complain about what's going on in life, but I've been going through some things, okay, and whew, very stressful. But God is good, God is great, and that's that. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury, what is this thing called? I don't know. Anywho, everything I use listed down in the description box. Just gonna take a little bit. Just really don't need a lot of this stuff. And I know like on Instagram and all these, I want to say viral videos that a lot of us see with color correcting, it is when you color correct, you don't want to see that color. It's meant to cancel. It's not meant to look like you put highlighter and colored your face. So definitely make sure you blend your color corrector out, please. I have my La Mer foundation and my Marc Jacobs brush. Now, in my collab video where I talked about my most favorite #1 luxury foundation, I did go with my Tom Ford. Yes, indeed. It was actually split. A lot of people thought that I was going to go with La Mer, and the other half was like, yeah, we already knew it was going to be the Tom Ford. But if I had to like put numbers, I'd say the Tom Ford's #1 and this is #2. Not because this is not great, because this has been repurchased by me multiple times. And I mean, for somebody who tries a ton of makeup as much as I do, this is bae. But I just want to make it clear that I still love and adore and wear this a ton, but I kind of like my Tom Ford a little tiny bit, just a little tiny bit more. But I love this one very much too. I'm going to have a top 5 foundation video coming very soon. So oh, I love my La Mer foundation. So good. So, I know a lot of states are starting to open back up, and a lot of people are kind of getting back out and, getting back to somewhat of a normal life. I personally am in no rush to run back out. My state officially is at the phase 1, and I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it yet. Obviously, it's your choice whether and when, you want to run back out to the malls and all that stuff. But personally, I'm going to be taking it nice and slow. Nice and slow. I'm in no rush. I feel like I'm not even looking in the mirror too much. I'm more so looking in my monitor. Maybe I shouldn't be doing that. 1 second. Here we go. So I go for runs in the morning, and I wore a different shirt because hashtag I was like overwhelmed with laundry, and I didn't wear my usual stuff, and I have like the worst tan. Do you see that? It's so ugly. So I don't know how this color is gonna look first applied, but don't worry, it'll all come together. Concealer, bronzer, highlight, all that stuff. Trust the process, okay? But ooh, yes, that's it. one layer applied of my Lumiere, you guys. It's so beautiful. Finally, I know it's not new, but it's new to me, and I've wanted to pick it up for like ever. It's the Tom Ford Emotion Proof Concealer. I have her in the shade Chestnut, number 10. I have tried it. It's pretty good. But let me show her to you. Look at the applicator. It looks like a little foot. I like it. What I do like is that it's light, but it's hydrating, and it gives a very nice coverage. I've had people ask me, like, why don't I do triangles? And because you don't need all that. You put it where you need it, and it ultimately kind of blends into a triangle anyways. So, yes. I'm going to blend it with the brush first, and then I'll perfect it with the sponge. But I'm liking this foundation, and I haven't had much creasing issue with it either. Yeah, it'll settle in my lines, because there is no such thing as it's not going to settle in your lines. Don't let them lie to you. But it's the product that looks the nicest when it settles in the lines that I'm like, you know, gonna like and enjoy and use and recommend. Because that's the reality of it all, okay? Here for it. And then I'll go in with my sponge just to make sure it's perfected. And that's it. That's it. Yes. I look like I got 10 hours of sleep. What am I kidding? Oh. I have not been getting sleep, and concealer has been my best friend. Like, best friend. And you know what? The one product, whenever I don't wear makeup, no matter, what, is concealer. I will always put on some concealer in my brows, and I'll feel so much better because it looks like I'm rested and I look awake and brightened. Guys, this brush is so good. I think there's a sale going on with the Marc Jacobs brushes, and I have had this, since I've had my channel, and that's like 5 years. So they're really good quality. And yes, they are synthetic. I know I use a lot of natural hair brushes, but this is really good for a synthetic. Bringing out Leo Faithful, my by Terry Hyaluronic Hydra Powder. Man, this is another good one. I have used this for as long as I've had my channel. It's one of those products. A lot of people ask, why do you put your powder in your hand? I put my powder in my hand because it warms up in your hand before you put it on the under eye. It just works better that way when it's a little bit warmed up. Now this by Terry powder is so light. It's so finely milled. And it doesn't leave your skin dry. And especially for the under eye, I find it to be perfection. Look at that. Do you see that? Look at this eye and look at this eye. Okay. I really like using the by Terry for my under eye and like my T-zone because I do have combo skin, and I find that it hydrates. It's like it brings down the shine, but it doesn't dry you out. It's just a really comfortable powder. And I think that's why I've used it so much over the years and repurchased it and raved about it, because it's just really, really good. And there are like tinted ones now. Yeah, there are tinted ones now, but I don't have time to like figure out what color I am and buy the wrong one and hope that I can return it if it doesn't work out. You know what I mean? Yeah. I stick with what I know. I've used it for so many years. I'm just not interested in trying any new ones because I know a lot of you have told me I should try the tinted one, but I'm good. Thank you, though. Now I'm going to go in with my Lumiere. This is the sheer pressed powder. And let's use use the La Mer powder brush. Before I got my Sicily powder, this was my jam. I don't know if you can see the dent in it. It's really good. I just use this 2 sets. Don't use a lot of it. I really don't use a lot of it for the rest of my face because this part of my face is pretty dry. But this powder is really nice. It doesn't, you know, emphasize any dryness either. And I like to pat it over the skin, not buff it, so I don't disturb anything. I go in with just a little bit more in my smile lines because I have a very expressive face. And putting a little powder in my smile lines helps a little bit. Bronzer. Let's do some bronzer. Guys, I got the new Charlotte Tilbury bronzers. I ordered them, and I see everybody else has gotten theirs. I didn't get mine. I've watched about like 8 videos on them. But hopefully it'll get here in time and I don't miss the wave and I can film with them. And I also got the new palette. Oh, it's an all matte palette. It's so pretty. I know that I will get a lot of use out of and use often. I find the brush that works best with this bronzer because of the formula. It's like a baked, it's a bronzing gel powder. So I find the number 11 from Wayne Goss. There is this one and then his non-dyed. I don't even know where that one is. That one's probably needing to get washed. But, ooh, I also have gotten a lot of questions about how I clean my brushes, so I'm going to make a video on that. I'm kind of excited. I didn't know that there was an interest in that, but I most definitely am looking forward to sharing that with you guys because with natural hair brushes, you kind of have to go about it a little different. And I'm kind of crazy about my brushes. Because, I mean, come on, we're investing a lot in these brushes. We want to take care of them. So I am looking forward to sharing that with you. A little something down the nose, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Now, I like doing bronzer, highlight, and then blush because I feel like the blush just kind of goes over everything and diffuses and just blows brings everyone together. So I'm going in with the Tom Ford Sheer Highlight Duo. This is Reflects Guilt. I'm going to go into this bottom shade a lot, and then I just tap the top. And ooh, la, 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 la. Oh my goodness. This is such a beautiful, let me tell you, Tom Ford, whew, I just love his highlights. Tom Ford and La Mer. I think those 2 highlighters do it for me. Yes. Heading back to By Terry, and I do want to get some new stuff from her because I used to buy everything that By Terry came out with. This is the Sun Designer palette in number 5, Hippie Chick. And I think it was on Saks or Neiman's website because everybody's having a sale. And listen, I'm getting all that I want now with these sales because these people never have sales. Anyways, and these, I saw that they still had these and some of the other ones too. And these are really, really pretty. But I like to just kind of give everybody some love. My favorite By Terry blush by itself is Beach Balm and Hypnotic Copper. And there's just a little bit of sheen in them. A little bit. Yeah. And these are so pigmented. I'm not going back in and I'm going to be able to blush both sides. Okay, so the base is looking good. This is another new one. This is from Hourglass. This is their Veil Eye Primer. I still love the Marc Jacobs one. It works great. I don't have a problem with it per se. I just wanted to try something new. And this kind of just came out, so I was like, ooh. So I put about yay much. I like how it feels. It almost feels like I'm moisturizing my lids, but it's not greasy or heavy, if that makes sense. You know? And it cancels out, there's like a little bit of a color to it. So it does cancel out my veins on my lids a little. So see, there is just like a little tint. Very little. New dip. Ooh. I tell you, I always find myself reaching for this palette when I want to go to like brunch or dinner and I just want to look put together, you know? Nothing too crazy. It's not too much. Let me swatch it for you. This formula, it just leaves your lids looking that wet shine. So pretty. So this is my Chanel number 12 and I'm going into the darkest shade. I'm going to start on the outer V, work it into the crease, and we'll go from there. And again, all of these are shimmers. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, with this primer, you want to like put it and let it sit for a minute and then go in with your shadow. I've had great success with it that way. And I'm going to kind of pull it out, blow it out, elongate the eye a little bit. See how easy this shadow blended? That's the thing with Tom Ford shadows. Doesn't take a lot. They're so nice to work with. This is an Esum G35. She's clean. I'm just going to blend the edges so I can smoke it up, blend her out a little bit. I'm going to take the second shade here. I feel like she pulls a little silvery pink on me. I'm going to put that on the first portion of my lid. And I'm using a Wayne Goss Nub 7. And this is dry. And there's no fallout. No fallout. That's what I love the most about this quad in particular. No fallout. Same number 7 from Wayne Goss, we're going to go into this shade. And this shade, it's, I don't know if you can see, it has like a little purple, gunmetal grayish to it. It's this one right here. Now what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to pat that between the dark shade and the light shade we just put on to blend them together. And I'm going in with that patting motion to blend them together. There have been plenty of times I use these shadows just blended all over the lid all by themselves. So nice. I like that about Tom Ford shadows. So we got rid of that harsh line that we had just by patting the colors together. So pretty. Cleaning off my brush one more time. And then we're going to go into the lightest shade here. This is an Esum T05. Gonna take the darkest shade and smudge the lower lash line with it. And I'm only gonna go halfway. I'm not gonna smudge all the way. Don't want to completely close my eyes off. So I'm gonna put the Pat McGrath, the brown pencil in my waterline. We definitely want some wing liner. This is my Tom Ford. This is like the best liquid liner I've ever had. It's close enough, you know. They're cousins, they're not sisters. Or wait, they're sisters, not twins. You get it, right? You guys, I needed to film. After the week that I've had, you don't understand. Filming for me is so therapeutic. You know, I know like I'm sitting here talking to some friends that love makeup like I do, and it gets me through a lot. Makeup has gotten me through a lot of crazy times in life. Let's do some mascara. You guys know how much I love this Gucci mascara. I definitely see myself repurchasing this one. I dare say that I like it more than my Tom Ford Lash Rays. And you guys, I bought so many of those. And that's crazy. I can't believe I'm even saying this. I really like the formula on this. And I love that I play around with it and build it and build it. Some days I build it with 1 layer, 2 layers. Some days I go 4, 5 layers. I mean, I feel like this mascara was made for me and my many moods, you know? Recently, for whatever crazy reason, I have been mixing my Hermes, the pinky nude shade, with my Gucci Penny Beige. And I love the combination that I get. I don't know what it's called. It's the most special. So what I'll do is I'll go in with the Hermes first. Do you see how precise that is? It's like I used a lip liner. It's crazy. It's so good. Yeah. I wanted to go with the Carolina Herrera, but I feel like it's too nude for this look. So I'm going to go in with my original cocktail, the Penny Beige. And here we are. Here is our look. Shopping in Leo's stash. My favorite. Thank you guys so much for requesting that I dip back into my Tom Ford Nude Dip shadows. I love this palette and all my other Tom Ford shadows. They just are so beautiful and they're very easy to work with. And I think that's why I tend to lean towards Tom Ford as my kind of go-to brand. What I really want to know is, when are those eyeshadows coming out? The Shade and Illuminate face palette things where you get the blush, the highlight, and then the shadows. They came out like 2 months ago, I want to say. A few people got them, and then that was it. Like, what? I don't know. I didn't get them, so I'm a little salty. Let me know what you guys think of the look. Have I inspired you to pull out your new dip or any of my other products that I've tried? Stay healthy, stay strong, stay beautiful. I will see you soon. Bye. I cannot take myself serious with my hair looking like this. I can't. I feel too grown up. Like, I know I'm grown, but like, this is why I put my hair in a bun. Do you understand? Because I feel like I'm just like, hi, 80s vibe. Oh, yeah.